Hello, Rebel, and welcome to the quarterfinals, my friends. The hype video rounds. It is real, it is here, and we are playing some goddamn Blood Bowl. It is, of course, me, Metal, and I am joined at the moment by Hindus, who is allegedly not a toucan.
Hello!
We are supposed to be joined by Crusader, too. Not Ripstream, the stream is live. It's just black, because before I show you this team, I need to show you a video about this team. And you're going to want to see this. You're going to want to see this. But we're playing Blood Bowl, and it's going to be amazing. And yes, I do think Harrington will probably regret it. However, Hindus, you wanna direct full attention to Mr. Fiction and Gloom and Zoom.
Whoa! Suddenly that KO into a stun doesn't look so hot. Oh! 3 casualties this turn. Oof. Big swing. Oh well, that's gonna do it. So Gloom and Zoom continues on. Congratulations, Fiction.
That was pretty good, wasn't it? That was... Come on, you gotta admit, that was pretty good, right? That was pretty solid. Did we enjoy this?
That was amazing.
Let's talk about the team. Let's see if we enjoy the after you see the team. Right, here we are. Fiction, Gloom and Zoom, 2150 TV. And you can see where the TV is spent. Look at those wolves and that ghoul. Holy moly.
Yeah, that's a scary, scary team. Nothing you would want to face.
I mean, the downside is, if it rains, I mean, he probably could potentially, if he tries to use the ball-carrying wolf to ball carry, it could be doomed before it begins. But then he's got Prompt Pain, who's actually a really, really ridiculous backup. I mean, this is a great team. It's got a lot of tools. Its Catatonic Momentum is a great killer. Literally everything you could need on a Strength 3 with... I love the Dauntless pickup. I think it's really fantastic. I just really like the way Fiction's built this team. I mean, the Flesh Golems are a little behind, but they've got block and guard, so really they've got pretty much what you need.
Yeah, and Flesh Golems always tend to be a little bit behind. They are pretty hard to level.
And remember, right, this is important now. This is the last Rel 1 coach standing. It's one of only 2 Rel coaches left standing at this point. So, you've got to imagine all of the Rel guys in chat are going to be, coming out in force for this. But, ladies and gentlemen, it was a great video, by the way. Fiction, Harrington did a brilliant video for Fiction. But, I'm about to show you the best video that Harrington has ever done. So turn your goddamn volume up to the maximum, get hyped for his opponent tonight. Maybe Orc will work.
Job's done.
thrown the he's made the pass! He's made the catch! He's done it! Ladies and gentlemen, Gerber and maybe Orc will work. Not nearly G-Man 1's last hope, but G-Man 1's best hope, quite possibly. Because I'm the other hope. Have you got anything to say, Hindus? In response to that video?
I'm speechless. That was incredible. I certainly didn't expect that.
No, I know, right? You can't, right, when we said, right, that Haringzord was gonna nail it, had nailed it, and had peaked, and had hit the best video he's ever made, everyone was like, what? But did you expect that? I mean, come on, he animated an entire Hearthstone game, and it was full of memes. Every little bit was memes. It was so beautiful.
Now I know why I've seen Herringsworth playing Hearthstone recently.
And we do love some memes, and Gerber does love some memes. And of course, there was one particular character who was featured prominently in that video. Good old Knife Juggler got discarded back out at the starting hand and still came up on turn 1 because of course he did. And he's pretty good. I mean, as much as it pains Gerber to say, that is a consummate Orc blitzer, right? I mean, he does the job.
I mean, I would say there's a reason why he apothecaried him in the last season game. He is a great player, as much as Gerber likes to complain about him.
Gerber complains about him, Gerber hates on him. He actually died from Viking Cop and got Apo'd back to life. I mean, the rest of the team is so good as well. I mean, Huffer, Agi 1 doesn't bother him, but there's so much guard. There's so much guard. I mean, even Carney Grandmother being out's going to hurt, but a key factor is there's a solid 300 TV differential here. Is it 300, 400 possibly? 2150, yeah, 400 TV that Gerber's got, and he's still got all of these tools. I mean, Fiction's got a lot of strength 4. Gerber's got a lot of strength 4 and more guard. I mean, Fiction's got a bit more speed and a bit more agility, although Scavenging Hyena, as has been proved, is not afraid to do some agi stuff.
Yeah, I think this will very much come down to if Fiction can single out one of those orcs and kill him before the rest of the guards can appear to help him.
Absolutely. If Fiction gets bogged down, it's going to be bad news bears, because he's going to struggle, even with his stupidly strong wolves, he's going to struggle to actually get 2 dice.
This is one that's very hard to predict. Both are great coaches, and both have great tools available to them, and well, it will definitely be a great game.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. As soon as it went down, I was like, I need to be on the cast for this. I don't care if it's my stream, I don't care if it's Haringzord's stream. I do feel kind of bad that we got the world premiere of those hype videos. Like, nobody, you know, Haringzord should have been on Haringzord's channel, but he's just not available tonight. Although everyone needs to go and tell him how amazing he is, because, frankly, like, the other ones that he's done, I've seen 6 now. The only ones I haven't seen are my own, because it's not made, and Infinite Pinks, and also he's told me that I'm never going to get to see mine before the game, because that's how it works. But yeah, we were supposed to be joined by Crusader. I'm reliably informed he's going to be here shortly. Until that time, we've got about 10 minutes to kill. So what would you induce, Mr. Hindus?
So, how much cash do we have? We will have about
440 if he spends his bank.
440. Well, a wizard is always useful. I wouldn't say no to a free lightning bolt on one of those wolves.
Oh, forget the wolves. Forget the wolves. Drop a lightning bolt.
Or the ghoul. The ghoul is a great target as well.
AV7, no regen. Bang. Oh, he's got, of course, loaders. 350k with no bank, cause loaners.
Yeah, but then we're still at 390 with the bank, and I don't think Gerber would be shy to spend those 40k.
Well, this is the most important match he's gonna play until next round.
Until the next game.
if he gets to next game, you know. I mean, let's not. You can't write off Fiction because he has got some guard and he's got a lot of strength 4. He's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, and he has got that key Claw Mighty Blow. So if Speed Him with Pessimism knocks a player off every turn, because he's obviously going to be the blitzer, you know, suddenly Gerber could be in a lot of trouble. I
mean, you're saying he will obviously be the blitzer, but I think there will be quite a few blitzers from Catatonia Momentum. Because blitzing with wolves often can leave you in a tricky spot to get out of.
At the same time, you know, he's got dodge. he's got movement 9.
Yeah, sure, he has the tools, but it can be risky.
Yeah, but isn't that a little bit of a gambler's fallacy there, Steve? In that he's never been hurt from Claw Mighty Blow, so he can never be hurt from Claw Mighty Blow. That's very gambler's fallacy. If you start leaning on the, ooh, well, you know, this opponent has never removed a player with his Claw Mighty Blow, suddenly you have a dead Nurgle Warrior.
Yeah, the moment you drop your guards, your players die like flies.
I was gonna say, is Cheese literally going, I'm gonna bet for both sides, and I mean it is a bit calling a bonnet every turn. Yeah, and also don't forget Fiction did kill. There is a subtext here, in that Fiction did kill Gerber's best player at the time, which was Wolf Rider. It was Knife Juggler's batting partner, as it were, his running mate, and hang on. It's only Gambler's fallacy if you base it on something chance-based, like Claw Mighty Blow, because it's literally 2d6 to beat 7. I mean,
that's not too hard.
Or to equal 7 if you use the Mighty Blow on the hit rather than the damage. Still, come on, gentlemen. Yeah, Random Boy, you've missed out. But, as is tradition, we will play the hype videos again at the end. And there is Wolf Rider actually posted into playoff spoiler chat. Gerber's got a picture of him because he's that bitter about losing him. He was Agi 4, dodge, diving tackle, stand firm, tackle. What a utility monster that Wolf Rider was. But then he died, and then he became a zombie, and then the zombie died, and then Fiction hired a zombie, reminding everyone that he killed Wolf Rider, that which is called Wolf Rider's Dead, who has Dirty Player and Wrestle. We will play the video. It is a grudge revenge match, and we will, like I say, play the video then. There's my opponent there. Infection Inc. Grr. Nurgle, gurgle, gurgle. Oh my god. Why? Just why?
I mean, I would say I'm sorry, but you do play Nurgle, so you kind of
I play Nurgle,
play
so I deserve
Nurgle.
3 Nurgle mirrors back to back. I mean, okay. I feel like that's unfair, but
I mean, sure, you do have a point, but it's hard to complain in a Nurgle mirror when you have the better Nurgle team. Because, especially in a mirror matchup, if you have the stronger team, it gets a lot harder for the opponent to do stuff, because you get no racial advantages.
In any case, I got my hype video, so I don't care. Pretty much.
I believe the question is still around if you're gonna keep on going with your team or if you're re-rolling.
With a hype video, it's hard to say no, is all I'm saying. It's hard to say no. So we're going to see what happens in the next game, or more games, depending. I'm just waiting for the game to start, and the coaches have left chat. Fiction is live if you want to see it from his point of view. If everyone wants to PM Crusader and ask him where he is, that wouldn't hurt. I mean, it probably might hurt Crusader, and he might hurt me afterwards, but it's funny enough that it's worth it, right? Something hype video, okay? And here's the thing, I can't even go into Viking Cop's division anymore, because he has 4 games of development, and I have no games of development. So So he'll be in a Greenhorn div, and I'll be in a Fresh Roll div if I do reroll. So I won't get to...
He might say he rerolls if that makes you reroll. So you both go with a fresh team.
Get hyped, gentlemen. Welcome to the round of 8. The quarterfinals. The hype videos. So, guys, who are we voting for? G-Man? Rel? Who do we think is going to win here?
Well, as I said earlier, it is a tough call, but I'm gonna lean towards Gerber. He is a great coach, and I think he has the potential to bring this home.
Whose side are we playing from? You know what, if you want to watch from Fiction side, you can watch from Fiction side on the stream. We have got 3 linemen, so there's definitely been a lineman picked up. Because there's a bench of 2.
And we have 2 babes. So...
And an Apple. But Fiction has got the fan factor, and he's clearly won the toss as well.
Interesting choices there for the inducements.
Well, basically, this is Gerber going, I don't care for your claw. It's fine. Oh my god, we've got a very special guest. One that people have asked to come back a lot in the past when it's come to casting.
But I'm already here.
No, it's a very special. This is the guy representing REL. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea, but I'm sure we'll find out very rapidly.
It's a great idea.
Mr. De Schutenheim. Hello.
Woo!
Hello, my good friend. How the devil are you?
Oh, walking and talking. I'm loading in right now.
C9, take my energy.
I'm sitting around now. I opened a Miller Lite and I have all my guns around me. So we are pro-America right now. We are American as fuck.
We have
or American as heck. Sorry,
Steve. You've missed 2 babes. And the nice weather. Oh, that is a deep kick. That's a nice deep kick.
Ooh.
That was without kick either.
Let's see how the LOS blocks go.
You're right, Chubstep. Shooty does make things amazing. Oh! Off the bat.
Well, well, that 3 6s and a 4 will do that to you, but it's okay. He was hired for that one job.
Juggle that.
That was literally his job, and he did it like a champion.
Yeah,
I think he would have preferred if he did his job on like turn 14, though.
Yeah, I'm assuming he, I mean, he didn't even have to palm. Okay, that guy's better. Good old Gugny is better.
He gonna get fouled.
Oh, ho, there's it.
That's a reroll.
Yeah, that's a good start, isn't it? And no damage there again to Malva. That is, I mean, I suppose traded a reroll for a lineman. I mean, that's okay, right?
Yeah, with this set of position, I'd almost forego the Wolf Blitz and just foul the... No, I wouldn't foul the loner lineman. That's craziness.
I do like Gerber's setup here, where he's basically baited in Fiction to have to commit a lot because of the innate frenzy traps and strength 4 and everything, and stand firm on a lot of players too.
You are saying that, but he used his 2 flash golems for 2 of the blocks, so he actually didn't need to commit that many players. I'm a bit curious why he didn't give block here to his Mighty Blow White instead.
Yeah, I think he clearly wants to use the Claw Mighty Blow, right? I mean, he does. And he picks up the ball. That's nice and secure.
I would have avoided going after the stand firm guy that it looks like he's going to, because he's going to stand firm, and if he has to frenzy, he's just going to go away. So the wolf has to make a dodge.
Yeah, you're not going to push this guy into
like
you.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, he's going to
go
down. Okay, that's massive. That's an instant apple. That's a snap apple, because Gerber needs to win this, and
or Snappo, if you will.
Yeah, you don't win this by pixel hugging. You win this by bringing back the players that matter, and the Blackhawks matter. Although this is huge for Fiction.
Black Orcs matter.
I mean, Fiction's got now rid of, what, about 140k in inducements?
Sure, man. Why stand firm there? Because if he didn't stand firm, he was getting frenzied back into the Orc team, and he was just going to get fouled to death. You stand firm so you don't so you don't end up in about a 6-assist foul. I mean, sure, you're forcing a wolf dodge away from a dirty player lineman, but at the same time, you're not getting fouled, assuming you weren't. You know, you obviously play that play. Yeah, but you play that play assuming you're not going to get cased. The wolf was pushing him directly into the middle of a team with a dirty player. You do not let that push happen because you just get fouled. It's a nonsense.
So who are we targeting now as Gerber?
One of the Palmers probably. The
Probably,
tackler.
yeah. Probably Cat's
Knife
momentum.
juggler if possible, but he's going to protect him, so maybe Officer Gonzalez all the way on the left. Or the right, depending on who you're watching.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the whites, I think. Because they're AV8, and they're both very, very useful in their own ways. You can't hit the wolves. Fiction set up very well to prevent that. I mean, you could get a 1 dice with a couple of GFIs and commit an arcade golem, but that would be really hard.
Yeah. I think you have to remove Catatonia almost, just to stop the bleeding as fast as possible.
Yeah, you need to deal with that pom, because the Claw Mighty Blow is deadly, but so is the pom. He is tying up players a lot as well. He's committing hard to this. He's slowing them down with his bodies.
And that might be a risky strategy with already 2 bodies gone from the pitch for this drive.
Might be going into the ghoul here, you know. Oh no, that's a dodge. Okay, can he go around the train, around the horn? No, he's going for this guy, and that is going to bring him down.
No palm.
No, because
not even a follow up.
Yeah,
he can't afford
Wolf
to.
Rider is dead right there. I mean, that's just. Who is going hard on the vape? You're being pulled up for your vaping, Shooty.
Ah, shit. Sorry, I didn't know everyone knew I had a douche flute.
Come on, isn't that the first step to being a vapor? Telling the world that you vape?
Vape niche!
Of course you do chubstep, that's because you're a tool.
And we are getting quite a few free hits here.
I mean, to be fair, you're doing it because you're trying desperately to slow this attack down, right? And you're relying very heavily on the on AV9. But it is a risk.
It's AV9 against 2 claws, though. It's not really.
You only get 1 hit at a time, and only one of them has Mighty Blow. I mean, you know, this Catatonia momentum here is already going to get to hit Gungni. He can't throw a block against either of these Black Orcs because they're just too walled in.
It will actually be pretty hard to get a good hit on those 2 Black Orcs.
Yeah, that's what Gerber is relying on. He's just relying on his army of guard to try and do some damage. I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe go after Michael the Maimed. That's why he went after Bitter Activity, because he's a guard player. You know, he's focusing on anything that can help Fiction generate hits. Because if you get a couple of this guard off, even if it's just KOs or regen hits, suddenly Fiction is going to start struggling. Although with a two removal start, you know, he's got a bit of an advantage, let's be honest.
Yeah, well, unless he's very careful, that can be enough to tilt you pretty hard.
You can't tilt Gerber. I mean,
Nah.
Gerber's secret is he's always tilted. Whenever Knife Juggler takes the field, he's tilted.
Aha!
So, he's like the Hulk in the Avengers. His secret is, if you're always tilted, you can't be tilted.
Fiction taking his time here with a decision. Seems like we made one.
Yeah, he looks like he's gone after the dirty player with a wolf, right? But that's going to be... I mean... If he gets a push first time, it's a 1 dice next time.
Ooh.
Oh, actually going after Scavenging Hyena. You can't really re-roll that with only 2 re-rolls left, which is going to leave Speed with Pessimism having to
Oh,
do...
yes, he can,
We are
apparently.
re-rolling.
Oh, that's bold. And no damage, and he has to now either disconnect or you know, he's gonna tank a free hit, right? So he's disconnected. He's made the dodge.
Well,
the wolf is
I don't know.
he made
still-
another dodge. The orcs are tied up pretty well, though.
Is he
So I
gonna
don't think he's
GFI?
necessarily. I mean,
If he
what's
doesn't,
the worst that could happen?
well, if he doesn't, Arcane Golem just punches into bitter activity. Puts that wolf is getting hit like 110%, and he's gonna get pommed because he's actually in Gerber's lines.
Well, now the second wolf is getting involved.
I'm actually not super convinced just because most of the orcs are tied up. He can't really get a solid punch or a foul on him.
He can get a decent hit. He can't. It's going to be harder now, thanks to Quicker and Foreboding sacrificing himself to stop the engagement from Officer Gonzalez. But my theoretical tactic was you just hit with Arcane Golem into bitter activity, follow up. You've got guard on the wolf. When Officer Gonzalez was free, he moved in. When Scavenging Hyena moves around the back, provides the guard, and in comes Officer Gonzalez.
I'm not sure if I like the piling on. It makes
No,
it easier to.
I don't.
free
That's
up orcs
actually
there.
probably going to get him hit, because
Yeah.
Huffer can hit into Roberta Reynolds, which frees up Misha.
I'm not even sure if I like the one dice there.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
didn't.
taking the one dice is
dice at
fine,
all.
but the pylon definitely was an interesting decision.
No, I like the one dice because you've got blocks. It's a 2+.
I mean,
It's still a little greedy. It's
I-
not
yeah, but I
really what he
understand
necessarily
it,
needs
is
at
what
the
I'm
moment.
saying.
as I said, I'm not arguing the one dice. The one dice is a decision you can make. It might be a little bit greedy, but it's definitely the decision you can make. Piling on, in my opinion, definitely was. And
Right, see right here, we've now got ourselves a Knife Juggler pylon onto Speedo Pessimism. 100% of the time. You would re-roll this.
Oh, absolutely.
that's not good enough.
That is.
That
And
is.
now we can free up the other guy to get another free hit. No, we
You pile that on. You pile that on.
There we go.
didn't.
No
No
damage.
damage.
Never rewarded.
That's gotta suck if you're Gerber right now, right? Actually, you could do a cheeky no assist foul. It's real cheeky. Yeah, he had pro, but he wasn't gonna pro because it's super important to bring down that wolf. Like, that wolf is far more important than a team reroll. Because if you take that wolf off, the game just twists. Jesus, Fiction's armor holding strong here.
Still quite a few players on the ground now. It will be hard to reposition here.
I think I'd foul. I think I'd just go all in and foul with Alicat at this point. It's bold and it's risky, but if you take Speed and Pessimism off, you could turn the game on its head rapidly.
There we go.
Yes, I like this Gerber.
I don't like that.
I think I still would have preferred to see the chain push on the ghoul, push the ghoul away, and then move in the dirty player for the assist to get another one dice hit on the wolf.
The getting sent off is so super unfortunate there.
Yeah,
Double
that-
3 on the injury.
That's definitely not good.
Well, you can't reroll that. So that is going to leave Quicker and Foreboding it tied up, and that wolf ain't going nowhere. So that's the claw done for the turn. Huh. Yeah, Shadora pointing out Shooty is slightly ahead of pace here, which...
I find it funny that Shadora is the one pointing it out.
Okay, that's silly now. Come on, you don't even have Mighty Blow and you're KOing AV9.
I mean,
All right.
Gerber
Only
has to
call me
base.
baby, Shadora.
And I'm curious to see where Fiction now puts the ball.
I think you might just potato it, because it's very hard for Gerbed to do anything with it at this point.
Yet the problem with that might be that it will be hard to stall from there, and I think Gerber would be pretty happy with a turn 4, turn 5 score.
Yeah, that's very true.
So I wouldn't actually be surprised if he just moves the ghoul back into his backfield.
I think Gerber would just like to top deck an armor break at this point. I don't know. I think if he brings the ghoul down and then brings the zombie down to screen, you're basically forcing a lot out of Gerber to try and fight it. But it could force an early score if Scavenging Hyena gets in play. But it is a strength 4 ghoul, which is hard to sack.
Nah. Hard sack. I'm super mature.
Well done. Well done. Yeah. 4 going off already for Gerber to 1 singular stun has got to feel bad, though, right? I mean, that's a dark timeline.
I really think he shouldn't go aggressive here with the ghoul. He has the numbers advantage on the pitch. I don't think he will have trouble scoring this drive. And given Gerber the option to either sack the ghoul with quite a few dice probably, or force a quick skirn would be great for Gerber. So
he has got a couple of 2 dices here. He is going to go in, though. I mean, he's pretty safe there. It's very hard for anyone to get to him.
yeah, that could work as well. I definitely prefer this over the potato play.
Arcane Golem letting himself be pushed close at the ball. And
All he's got to do is roll a 6.
He stands strong.
If he rolls 1-6, he'll put prompt pain. Actually, it's a 1 die into blodge, but still, it's a hit.
Yeah, I mean it's not a good hit. And actually, it's not even a 1 die. I suppose you could dodge down next to the wolf, right? Here comes another hit. That's not going to go down. Juggernaut is going to allow him to push though, which does get him off the white. Go on, laugh at that one too, Shuri. Go on.
It was low effort. I would have actually pushed that further and tried to dodge Catatonia out. Just so you can cause trouble on the other side of the pitch where all the scary players are menacing your wolf.
You tried to dodge out from Misha with the diving tackle? I mean, that's a choice.
Oh, well, no, diving tackle wouldn't work because I didn't realize he had it until just now.
Ah, okay, I understand. But I'm assuming Fiction does know. Yeah, Jugs was really good, to be fair. That's like put Huffer in a really bad spot. Although, frankly... Oh, he's going for the cheeky...
Yeah, I like that. It gets him a tackle on the ball, it gets him the 2 dice on the wolf.
Yeah, he does have the GFI, but he does it. That gets him a pom on this other wolf, which is nice. And that's going to bring him down. Is this wolf going to be as resilient as the first?
Let's find out.
Dun 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 dun.
That's a break.
That's an insta-pile-on.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's a double 6. You didn't use Mighty Blow on the armor. You are going to jump on
Ooh, there we go.
that. Flying Orc. Oh, get off the pitch quicker. So that's a wolf down. Finally, Gerber getting some traction. Oh, and break tackle. He's off, lads. He's out of here. He's marking the... I like this. He's actually put himself in serious harm's way to try and tie up the other wolf. Because that wolf has to go through him. Because he's got diving tackle, so you're not getting away from him.
Oh.
Pro
Nice
doing
juggler.
stuff.
Bro.
Oh.
Oh, I
No,
like
I
this.
mean-
He's actually got the ghoul pretty tied down. It's a 2+. Yeah, with no reroll other than the team reroll, but this ghoul could be in a real spot of bother. If...
And he can't score this turn, so he's at risk.
Oh god, by the way, Misha, yes, is so good. Like, so good. And as far as injury, yes. Thick Skull would have saved the wolf. Dark Cannon, so enjoy that. Marva's just getting shoved all the way up the pitch by bloody Hinder Dejection.
I mean, that is a pretty good trade for Gerber.
Well, he's a scoring threat, right? Eventually. Just keep getting knocked down 1 square at a time towards the end zone. He'll be fine.
Yes, Shidora, I bet he does regret that.
Well, no, because a wolf doesn't have Mighty Blow. He could have taken it instead of plus strength, and I would assume he doesn't regret that. That white's load movement is... Oh no, the white's fine. White's got plenty of movement. He's just getting in the way somewhat. These lurching zombies kind of staggering forwards, trying to be a pain in the butt.
Are we gonna see Speedo pessimism.
Straight at Misha, I
Do
assume.
work here.
Moving the ghoul back in the center, I like it a lot.
Making the cage.
That's a risk
Loose
roll.
cage.
If you'd have failed,
Cage.
if you'd have failed that dice, you'd have been in a lot of trouble. Ghoul going at the Black Hawk here. No damage. Where is the blitz coming from? There's still a blitz available. Are we going for Huffer, the last of the Black
I
Hawks?
have to see on the Huffer, yeah.
Or are we going for Knife Juggler to complete the collection? Oh no, he's not. He's going for the Huffster. That's a push.
That's a POW.
If that hadn't have been a POW, if that had been another push, it would have set up a follow-up 2 dice from the Pommer. So I quite like that play. Bringing the Blackhawks in, trying to bring them down one by one. The strength 4 and guard, they're a real... We did say that there'd be a problem for Fiction. So... No dirty player available, so this Misha is just going to stand back up and get back into the fight again.
And he can leave that rear cage open just because there's no one to come around with that stun on Huffer.
There's Marva. He's a threat.
No, he's not.
I mean, if he rolls all the 6s.
If he rolls all the 6s, he can get into base contact.
He's a threat, alright? He could have been a contender.
See, what would that be? 4+, 5+, 5+. Only 1 6. Yeah, just 4, 5, 5, 6.
No, but my
With
argument was,
two
if
pluses.
he rolled all the 6s. You roll the 6s to assert dominance.
Ah, right.
And then failed the 2+.
He needs leap. What, Marva, the rookie?
Yeah, he should have gotten. No, you can't get a Merc with doubles.
Yeah, Fiction is definitely owning the centre of the pitch right now. Are we going for the Pommer here, or are we going for bitter? I think we're going for bitter activity. He still wants to remove the guard.
Yeah, and I prefer knocking down the move and 5 piece. I always like knocking down the move and busted pieces, just because they are so slow once they're on the ground.
Huh, I like this. He's put the ghoul on the diving tackle. So
The
unless
diving tackle stand firm, no less.
yeah, so Fiction has to get he's actually got Knife Juggler in there with tackle and diving tackle on that player, and Fiction has to get a knockdown onto Misha, or that ghoul isn't leaving.
Well, now he probably is.
Well, yeah, that's gonna do it. If in doubt, just roll a power, right?
Yeah,
Or 2.
more powers.
2 powers. The Mighty Blow into a niggle. He doesn't care. Knife Juggler's fine.
Can we make it free?
3 for 3? We could, possibly. Well, no, because that's a 1 dice, because guard. He needs to get an assist, though. There's the assist. This could result in a big old foul coming into Knife Juggler as well, which, again, I don't hate, because he is niggled, and he is very good. And yeah, I think we all saw this coming, right?
Claws doing things.
Well, stun things.
Claw actually didn't do a thing here.
No, you just Mighty Blow did
No.
the thing.
Yeah.
No, it came up as claw for me. Oh well.
Well, technically, Claw reduced the art. Well, yeah. I mean,
Well,
the point being, Claw did do a thing. However, it didn't matter if he had Claw or not. It would have been the same result. Yeah, the ghoul is utterly scot-free. The ghoul is away to the races. Misha's getting a stomping. Go!
And Marva keeps getting pushed. He's free.
Marva, hashtag free Marva. The campaign worked. Officer Gonzalez taking a hit here. Are we going to see a pylon? I assume so. Because you're taking a hit from a Blackhawk if he doesn't. And that white nosedive straight into Gonzalez's crotch.
The whole long way around.
Misha getting fouled here. Wonder if the ref is as conscious of Fiction's fouls as he is Gerber's? No, he's fine with it, actually.
Well, Fiction is 1 better at fouling than Gerber is, and that's enough.
That's like when you're already ahead, and then you don't even get sent off for the foul. It's like, yeah, that feels good. Except if you Gerber. What does Gerber do now? Because I mean, he really can't commit to a fight anymore. He's going to get fouled. He's going to get Claw Mighty Blow Blitz no matter what he does. He's going to get piled on. Like, where does he actually... What's the line of play from him?
At this point, I would just try to inflict as much pain as possible. You sort of forego going after the ball.
But how? I
'Cause
mean,
you're not
where does the pain come from? I don't see any.
You don't have much of it, but you just gotta hurl what you have. You can try to take out instant or regret.
No,
You
Officer
can-
Gonzalez is one of Hall's old players that Gerber hired because he really needed some muscle, as it were.
I guess he's trying to screen and threaten.
Going after
He's
Gould does
gonna-
not find the knockdown. Given the amount of powers Fiction's rolled, you've almost got to feel a little bit that's a little bit unfortunate, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
I guess Gerber's just going for the total disengage.
How good is Pro though? It's the second time it's worked.
Pro's pretty good.
Like, it's the total disengage. It's like there's 4 dudes on their feet. It's just, let's just draw a line on
Then
this
it's
drive,
easy.
right? I mean, well, there's less people to move, right?
Exactly.
Now, who do we blitz?
You knock down Marva and blitz Knife Juggler.
Yeah, I assume poor Marvel's going to get donked. You can't block him down though, because he is. The movement has already been used. The ghoul is well away to the races.
I think we might see a blitz here on Arcane Golem.
I think so.
Oh.
Again, he's doing the thing that he's been doing all game of targeting Black Orcs because they've got strength 4 and guard, and then knocking down almost every single time he rolls a single block dice.
And back to show up for the foul.
I'm not sure if that's a tactic, rolling non-stop powers, but it's certainly working for him.
I mean, at least the orcs are staying on the pitch after the first turn.
Yeah, don't say that when someone's about to get fouled, especially with the big old. This is a big foul coming to town. Oh, slightly smaller now.
Nope, same size. Ah! Interesting
He's
choice.
reduced the size. If he doesn't break armor now, he's almost going to feel like it's his own fault.
By 1.
That's a send-off.
Go away. The ref has decided that the stomping is enough. Wolf Rider is dead is sent off, as a reminder. So that's a permanent removal for Gerber, finally. Rolling powers tends to... For the record, chat, rolling powers tends to work for everybody. That feels like a bit of surf bait.
I mean, for everybody but the dude who's trying to serve somebody.
Oh, Orc GFI.
Oh, GFI. And he re-rolls it. And I kind of understand that. Because he's only got a couple of turns and 1 re-roll. And he's really kind of forcing Fiction to score here.
Does
Is
he
this guy
really?
GFI? No, but that guy just falls on his face.
I think Fiction can fairly easily cage up again in the center if he wants to.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I think if you move backwards, there's a certain risk. But if you leave the ball this exposed, there's also a risk. So...
It definitely denies the big gang foul, since you have this much pressure on the ball itself.
Oh yeah, it's going to pull people away from Misha, and especially with the dirty player out. I mean, you can use your kicker, but then you're not going to get to kick next round, right? And Fiction's got a bench, so he's probably okay with fouling and losing a player. Though, like I said, Roberto Reynolds is actually kind of useful next half, and you're never fouling with Michael Lemaimed. He's your guard.
I would almost risk losing the score. I'd, stop them from tackling him as much as possible, but I'd almost risk it just to surf Knife Juggler.
Well, you can't. You're not going to get the surf. There's 2 pushes. He's not close.
Well,
to the
yeah,
sideline.
that's why I said you delay the score and risk, getting hit, or risk losing the ball even, if it meant you got to surf Knife Juggler.
I mean, Fiction on 1 reroll. If something goes wrong here, the ball could be
Yeah.
exposed. Of course, it doesn't.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that'll happen.
this will be interesting to see if we apple this. As an
do.
MNG,
Oh!
he
no.
does. Oh.
Oh, no!
He's tempted to take the dead. The pause is he's sitting there going, "Do I dead him for memes?" No, I missed next game. Yeah, so Knife Juggler, even if Gerber gets there, is not going to be playing next time.
I mean, he would be back for the finals.
That's both of Gerber's apples gone. Do we just click
In one half.
Scavenging Hyena, click Prompt Pain, Hope?
No. I think you're much better off trying to remove a positional.
Actual reroll. Goes in on Catatonic Momentum. This might blow, but no piling on. Oh, he gets him, but it's gonna regen. Finally finds a few sixes of his own, and that would have been an MNG, but it's not.
The regen spoiler.
That has to feel a little bit bad here.
I think this entire game has to feel a little bit bad. Like, the dice have been, like it or not, want to say it or not, the dice have been a little bit one-sided here.
Yeah, I think Fiction definitely can complain about his dice. He certainly hasn't been punished for using the rerolls aggressively.
Yeah, considering he burnt 2 rerolls in 2 turns, it hasn't bitten him at all.
Do you even bother with your 1 reroll?
You probably
Or do
do.
you just score?
No, you probably do. You probably go straight for it, Scavenging
Punch
Hyena.
something? Yeah.
Because you can get the ghoul up, instant or regret, and then just blitz it with 2 dice from Speed 'em with Pessimism, and nothing short of Quad Skulls.
Speedo can do it all on his own. He's strength 4.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. You do forget sometimes that these are strength 4. And that's a knockdown. Because at this point, who's surprised?
Nothing else, though.
Yeah, well, there's no more claw, so why bother, right? The Pommer
No.
just left the pitch.
Pretty important KO roll is going to go down now.
Well, KO rolls don't really matter this time. It's the next time you roll them, after turn 8, for Gerber. That really matters. But of course, Gerber got 2 babes, so everything is a Kaz. That is a wolf
Using
staying
2
out. though.
Appos and having 3 in your Kaz box after 8 turns is pretty
That's a
rough.
pretty good KO rolls for Gerber. Of course, as you pointed out, he needs to hope that the wolf stays out another.
Well, that's all
KO.
in line with his strategy of just rolling 6s.
Right, there's 10. There's a solid 10 Orcs versus a full Necro team. All other Necro team subs have had to take the field. So any damage here, if that wolf stays out, will reduce Fiction's bench, will reduce Fiction's players on pitch. Wolf comes back, you need at least 2 zombies out. I'm unsure why the kick zombie took the field over a rookie, Shidora. I cannot possibly answer that. That would have to be a Fiction question. However, going in for 3, for 2 babes and 2 apples, and still having 2 Kaz and a send-off feels pretty bad. Like, I wish my
does
Claw
feel
Mighty Ball
bad.
was this good. I normally just get KOs.
I mean, to be fair, the Apothecary on Knife Juggler was a little bit greedy.
It was a 50-50, but Knife Drill is such a valuable player here.
Yeah, not saying it's a bad decision, but
I'd argue if that had been early in the half, he wouldn't have done it. But the thing is, it's for turn 7, so he's trying to get as much strength in the second half, so he can continue to try and use his strength to bully Fiction. That's why he tried to bring Knife Juggler back, because he needs the players going into the second half to guarantee the overtime. That's a kick-off turn. There's the ball, freezes him midair.
I hate kickoff return because my screen gets stuck every time there and freezes, and I have to press escape to unfreeze it.
Indeed.
Oh, Fiction gets a reroll.
Yeah, that's going to help. an already successful start.
That's a kick in the junk, is what it is.
This is Gerber doing what he tells me to do all the time, and 3 dice. Is he gonna palm?
Well.
No arm break? Yeah, 7-8. Why not?
Oh, now who's ahead?
Yeah, but I'm the stream, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Just
I
a stun.
suppose.
It's okay for me to be ahead.
That's another knockdown.
Now, real talk, you don't foul here, do you? Unless maybe you foul the
On
guard.
a zombie?
You really can't risk a send-off here to reduce your numbers even more, and...
Well, yeah, I suppose I always think of that kind of play line from the point of view of, well, that's just offensive. That was almighty blow, and there's a single stun. And they're only AV8.
Yeah, but you don't have a lineman to do it, so if you get sent off, you're losing someone.
No, I'm
important.
saying, I'm just talking about the complete lack of damage. And my argument is, I tend to think about from my perspective, where I have such a huge bench that I pretty much foul. I'll foul anything on turn 8.
Oh yeah, I just picked up a dirty player sneaky git lineman.
I have a bench of 5.
As an orc. Beautiful.
I have a bench of 5. I mean, I will probably foul a rookie. Just to try and continue, trying to either find, continue, or just, you know, snowball the numbers advantage. I'll do it all day. I did it against Agrin.
What are we waiting for here?
I think he's waiting for the dice to show up, like the even-handed dice, because he's had less than half as many knockdowns. He's had 2, 3 armor breaks total.
I mean, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think if the wolf stays out, Gerber might still be in a not too bad of a position.
I mean, if the wolf... The problem is, the wolf isn't the one that matters. That wolf is actually pretty useless on this team, in the grand scale of things, because of the ghoul.
I suppose, but if he was that useless, I would have fired him, right? But you just keep him for the claw.
Well,
and
you
the
keep
punching.
him. You keep him for the strength 4 blodge.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna see an orc throw.
I mean, Kejirus would have fired that wolf and hoped for a better wolf.
He got himself an SPP. Yeah, I mean the wolf. I'm not overly enamored with it, but I think he's got some uses because he is still a strength 4 frenzy player with claw. His uses are gonna maybe be seen as he takes the pitch for the second time. He's actually, I mean, you saw it last time. He actually genuinely just used him as a bully to try and mark up an orc player to stop them from getting involved in the fight.
Well, I guess I would put it that way. If this was an apothecary team, I think this wolf wouldn't have apothecary rights.
No, he doesn't. Does he have regen white? Regen rights? White? Regen white? He has a regen white because he showed that.
He has 2 of them!
No, but he showed that particularly in the first half as Catatonian Momentum came back.
He does not have a right to regen. This is America. We deal with our own healthcare here, alright?
Wow. Bring the politics, man.
But it's free!
I don't want to hear your filthy communist propaganda.
Like I say, at this point, he's just a strength 4 player. He's also a legend, so firing a legend is gonna always feel bad. But he's a strength 4 player with sidestep, tackle.
You could put him out to pasture.
Frankly, he's a non-terrible sacker. If you potato against Fiction, Quicker and Foreboding will probably have the ball off you. Because he tends to keep him away from Speedo. So I do see the uses of him.
I think the big problem here is that it will be very hard to rebuild a wolf in Rel 1.
Yeah, that's, I think, the point. I mean, ask Rumblebee, whose wolf died in Game 1 and never really got back up to speed.
On block 1 in Game 1. I was there and it was glorious.
Did he cry?
Manly tears, but yes.
Did you hug him? Did you hold him?
No, I was several states away.
Well, you said you were there.
Did you at least love
Hang
him?
on,
I was
hang on.
casting
I was there. I wasn't there. I mean,
I was casting it.
I was there from several states away.
I watched it as it happened. It was me, Sace, and Rumble all in the room.
All I'm saying is
the voice room.
like it is important to be accurate when you're talking nonsense. Okay. Just so we're clear.
I'm not just from America. I'm from like the center red state part of America. This has no meaning for me, whatever you're talking about.
So Gerber, again, he's going to do some ILOS hits, but again, with every 9 thick skull flesh columns on the line, the damage is going to be likely minimal. This is where I'd be like, ooh, you give me flesh columns to hit with my claw. That'll be fun. But Gerber doesn't get that enjoyment from life. It's just not available to him.
The kick and the kickoff return.
Off
That
goes.
did level Argent Horse Rider, so I suppose there is that.
Oh.
No!
Because like he hadn't been hit hard enough already, right?
Oh, that's terrible.
I mean, it's not that terrible. He's gonna have wolves all over him.
Yeah, he will lose so much pitch position off of the blitz. I think it actually is terrible. You're down already, and now you won't get LOS hits. You will have most of your players based up or screened off.
I do hear actually how the Orc blitzers like blatantly have claws on the player models. And it's like, no, you don't have claw. Sorry, you don't get claw.
Well, he has knives attached to his glove, but they're not claws.
Speeder yeah, they're better. Look at a wolf. Look at the werewolf's claws. Right, they're kind of like long fingernails. And then look at this dude. Right,
Most
look at this
claws
guy.
are.
Look at that. Look at those. They're literal like blades for sticking in people's face. It's exactly. Nah, man.
I mean, you could argue Soros should have access to claw as well, because, dinosaurs. But
I feel like Speeder McPessimism is about to get banned. Again.
No, everyone's super
until
tied
we
up.
roll dice.
Honestly,
Well,
though, I don't
still a 2+.
think I would have. I think I would have blocked with a Palmer just to increase the chance of a removal.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the Claw Mighty Blow's been doing a lot of work so far, and yeah, Gerber is incredibly tied up here. This is...
Yeah, what Gerber needs, though, is bodies, and Claw Mighty Blow, is that just as... Does that give you just as good odds as Mighty Blow Pylon? Against, like, an Armor 8 lineman? Which isn't an optimal piece to remove, but might still... But removing just the body, even if it is a sub-prime body, might even be preferable.
Sub-prime. That's very... You're being very technical here. I like this, freeing up the Agi. This is going to give him a rudimentary attempt at... Of course he doesn't get a knockdown, but...
yeah, rolling pushes. I mean, it does the job here, but... this feels so bad for Gerber.
Pausa for nerds. I think he can drag this out to kicks.
It looks
That
to
helped.
me...
Hey, that will
Hey,
help.
you got a removal. Turns out...
Maybe KO will work.
Turns out you don't need... I see what he's going to do here. I see a plan. Scavenging Hyena is going to receive the ball from Argent Horse Rider with a sneaky little chuck it to him, and then he's going to move into what is becoming a cage. The cage is based by a flesh golem, but a knockdown would probably do the business. Oh, he's actually GFI'd. Relying on the Agi. 4 gets it. He's going to slot himself in that gap, and suddenly the ball actually quite safe. Especially with that
And
knockdown.
We have knockdowns.
No break. If that had been a break, that would have been mahoosive. Hear me now, that would have been massive. Wasn't a break, though. So that's going to leave Arcane Golem, unfortunately, only at best able to hit a zombie. And he is going to follow as well to try and separate the guard zombie, and yeah, that's a huge dodge. Some
now
things
Gung-Ni is
went
tied,
his
or
way.
yeah, because Michael's now tied up.
Well, it was a handoff rather than a pass. He did the pass last turn.
I mean, it was actually an interesting decision to go for the GFI and for the handoff instead of for just the pass.
Well, it was a 2+2+ rather than a 3+ with a reroll into a 2+.
Yeah, that's to me says I think it is the right decision. You would definitely reroll it, because if you don't reroll it and the ball scatters on the ground,
Yeah,
you've
but you'd
basically
rather
lost
reroll a
eight.
2+. You'd rather rely on a 1 in 36 than a 1 in 9, right?
Yes.
Oh my word, he's still on his feet. He's just going to get hit by the other wolf. They're playing
I'm
past the blitz.
unfamiliar with these arrows fiction is rolling. That's better.
And of course, doesn't he mighty blow? And there's a mark on the ball. It's what we might call optimistic.
Taking his time, thinking, considering.
No, because you can apply a team reroll to the 2+. So it'd be a 1 in 9 versus a 1 in 36.
Yeah, the pass is better if you're not willing to commit the reroll.
Yeah, but if you're not willing to commit a reroll, that's basically like just putting your hands in the air and saying, I lose this game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what that is. Because you can't rely on a 1 in 9 when you lose the game if you fail a 1 in 9. If you can make it a 1 in 6 instead.
I'm not sold on that
One in
follow
36,
right there.
I don't know why
York-
the guard followed.
Yeah, because he would have been free next turn, because you're not going to try a 3+ dodge with a loner, and certainly not going to reroll it if he fails, and you do.
I'm sure why he didn't take the block with Hindered Dejection there. That was a 2 dice. I see. Yeah, he didn't want to push because a push would put the Orc onto Bitter Activity and set up a two dice, yeah. Yeah, I see, yeah. I mean, to be fair, he could have dodged.
Did Gerber miss 2 blitzers at the beginning of this game?
Gerber being asked a lot of questions right now by this player, and I don't know what the answers are right now. Because
You can't get away from the wolves. They will have the movement to catch up to you.
Is it going to be a sideline cage? Because that's a good way to get surfed. That's not what you
That's a
wanted.
fantastic way to get surfed. Well, could we be seeing a, mosey down the field and then change directions with an Agility 4 Orc Pass?
I almost would have liked the blitz out of Scar there. Because then he could have followed up. And you can sideline cage if 2 of your players have stand firm.
Yeah?
I wouldn't hate it if he just stays where he is right now.
He can't stay where he is right now.
He's based up.
Well, no, I suppose he can block with the ball. And I see that, yeah. He can bring in Diamol. He can punch with the ball carrier. And then he's still got Argent Horse Rider's Son. As long as he can bring Bitter Activity down, he's got Argent Horse Rider's Son, who can fill up the gap and remake the cage.
Yeah, I think that's the best decision
That'll
to
do it.
make here, since anywhere you go, you're giving up a shot at the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Still no armor break, though.
What is Might Blow versus AV8, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's struggling with what to do now, too.
He basically has nothing he can do now. He literally just moves the thrower in and goes, ooh, well, there we go. And then attempts a sneaky 3+ Gung-Ni dodge to potentially provide a scoring threat or just mark somebody up.
If you
or-
could get the thrower where the lone is right now, I wouldn't hate a foul here on the white.
If you really had to, you can manage the. No, that's still a 5-up dodge. Ugh.
I mean,
Yeah, I think. No, that's interesting. Basing up.
I see what he's doing. He's almost tempting Fiction here.
For an up, yeah, because if he pushes the first time around, it's going to result in an uphill, almost certainly.
Well, no,
He could
because
bring
it's,
the ghoul
one dice
around,
both
he
times.
could-
What's the name of that like wide cage where you always have where it's like 2 an eye and then 2 on the corners again? Is there a word for that? I think Jimmy calls it like the Venga bus.
The Vengabus. I don't think there's official names for a lot of positions. It's kind of what people just come up with. Wow, that's a ghoul blitz.
Interesting. I mean, it's the strength 4 that he had available.
And he's using the ghoul to then bully the players. I mean, that's bold. Because, to my mind, yeah, he's got to use the white now to punch the lineman. He can't risk the zombie because a 1 in 9 is bad news bear. Well, a both down is bad. But he could actually, if with so much committal going on in this side, the blitzer could just kind of try and break through to where the loners are.
Block is doing things, or not doing things, depending on your point of view.
Well, it's not turning. It's make sure it doesn't turn over. I guess that's something. Yeah, there's the 2 dice into 2 dice. That's
Push.
pushy. I'd stand firm, I think. Oh no, apparently not. Ah, he's bringing the wolves away from the action. But he gets knocked down again. Frenzy has been invaluable. Oh my word!
Oh,
Oh, that's.
Yeah, no mighty blow used. And you've got to say, I know Fiction was very, very unhappy that people referred to things as Fiction dice, but the dice have been incredibly one-sided this game. Like,
oh, we'll wait for the calls. I feel like he's just been making so many more blocks.
yeah, he has. But the thing is, he's been doing casualties without mighty blow, or I mean, he's got a lot of removals here.
I mean, against orcs, I'd rather have claw than mighty blow. It's just objectively better.
Yeah, but then the point being, dropping the injury. You expect stuns and KOs mostly if you're hitting with naked claw. Trust me.
Yeah.
I play a claw team, right? You don't expect non-stop casualties. He's had 1 KO. Everything else has been a casualty. Or a stun. It's, you know what I mean? It's insane. The removals have been really good. I think we're just going to see a break for it. I think...
Yeah, I think he has to go for it now with the Black Orc gun. He
Yes,
can't
the
stall
knockdown.
this out.
Might even be a 1 dice from a Scavenging Hyena through the wrestle. Just to at least push out the way and then dodge away.
Ballsy.
I kind of feel
I
like he
think
hasn't got much choice.
We might just see a blitz from Scar here, since he's now freed up.
Yeah, that could do it too.
We can then move him up a bit more to provide some sort of safety for the
Oh
ball.
no, McMackey, I'm not dismissing it as dice, but I am pointing out that the weight of the removals is definitely on one side. Fiction, I think, has done good blitzes. He's used his wolves well, but he's had overly beneficial dice to help him out.
Yeah, especially if you
like-
consider that Gerber has been doing everything he could with his inducements to prevent this exact thing from happening, where he just gets outnumbered and...
Yeah, it's not that Fiction is being rewarded for bad play or not being punished for bad play. It's that Gerber is being punished for good play.
Yeah, that's where I was
That
going with
makes
that.
any sense. Yeah, both of them are playing, compared to most of us, myself included, pretty mistake-free Blood Bowl.
No, I agree. I don't think either coach has made a particular mistake. Not one that I've noticed, at least. So, I would argue that at this time, I'm not saying the dice are carrying him, but I'm saying he's had very favourable results.
Okay, yeah. That's enough to make sense. Oh, God.
This is an interesting...
At some point, though, tying up werewolves with your own bones and sinew just
I think we're
starts
seeing
to pay dividends to
we're
the
seeing
Necro
a
team.
2+ dodge potato. We're seeing the Arctato in its natural form.
Potatork, please.
I like Arctato, but Potato Arc isn't bad.
And I
there's
thought
the
it was
dodge.
Knife Juggler who spawns the potatoes.
I think he kind of has to GFI here, because there are still wolves in range.
Yeah,
but can you really get out of the range of the wolves?
there's wolves in range regardless. And
No, but you
there's...
can make the wolves roll dice, is the point.
The biggest point here is he has to get in scoring range.
Yeah, and he needs to kind of get there soon.
But even if he's out of the range of the wolf, he's still in range of the strength 4 ghoul. As difficult as it might be to get him loose.
Yeah, he's got to
I
get the thing loose first.
think we have to make another GFI here, just to make sure that we actually can score next turn.
No, I don't think potatoing with orcs is called a cheese play, because I'm pretty sure you're not the only orc in the world. Cheese. I've heard rumours that you might be, but then I looked at the Rebel sign-ups and realised you weren't.
Papa
That's
Nasty has
another
a Papa Nasty has a decent notion. You punt the ball forward.
I wouldn't
You're
hate
the
a
one
punt, but
surrounded by
that
You're
thrower
the one with
and those
agility
GFIs.
4. You're the one with sure hands in range. Next turn, and prompt pain and instant to regret won't be.
Yeah, I think the punt would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
Now
I don't know.
we have to rely on the blitzer not getting knocked
The
down.
point was he wanted to bring the thrower up, right? That's a
And
one
again,
dice.
Oh,
Just a casual one dice to free up the. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just roll a one dice.
Well,
I mean, it was
with
a
wrestling,
safe. It was a
no
safe
block.
one dice, but at the same time, anything that if he'd have got a push there, that was a 50-50 chance to go to go badly for him, because a push
Yeah, but
would have been
now
bad.
the strength 4 wolf is loose. That was the most expeditious way to put a frenzy hit on the ball.
It was the
Yeah,
most. It was also the most dangerous.
I mean, it's the high risk, high reward play, and not
Push.
saying it is a bad play, but I would have liked
That's a
to see
knockdown.
Fiction think about it a little
Where's
more.
the ball go? Ball.
He's gonna GFI. Is he gonna GFI again? Yep, and he picks it up because apparently AG2. Oh, no, it's AG3. It's the actual Mighty Blow one.
And this ball will be so hard to get out of the hands of that wolf. I mean, the good thing is the orc didn't break.
Yeah, still has a chance. Especially because he has tackle, he has mighty blow.
Oh, he's got a chance, but I don't think he's got a brilliant chance.
No.
And even if he makes this chance, we are still in a pretty damn bad spot.
And it's gonna be. I don't think without a Black Orc dodge, you're not getting anything but an uphill, which is not desirable.
It's not the one, is it? Although you can't even do the good Black Hawk dodge because he got injured.
Yeah,
Because the break tackle one
Or-
got injured.
that's an interesting play.
He's got to be going up to. No, yeah, we go. Huh? Oh no. Yeah, mark the thrower. He had to because this Black Hawk can now double GFI to mark the white.
So it makes him forces him to roll additional dice, I suppose.
Or he's going to mark that guy, because... Is he going for a 1 dice? No, it's not even 1 dice.
It's not possible.
Is
He
he
can't
just
get a
going
one
for the
dice.
half dice?
But
If you go for the half dice, you don't even bother marking, because it's a half dice whether you...
yeah, it's an uphill.
Oh, I see what he was doing. One and... yeah, making a 1 dice. And he's going to get the knockdown.
There is that. Dead. Come on.
No. You don't understand, Gerber isn't allowed armor breaks.
But why didn't we make the 2 GFIs instead of the 3+ dodge?
Oh, or GFIs.
Oh, GFIs are so bad, and the
They
floor
hurt
breaks
my
his armor.
soul. I mean,
I like that line of play to get a 1 dice, but
I would have preferred the Black Orc to mark the white.
I think he's just trying to keep pressure on prompt pain. But yeah, I agree. I think the Black Orc should have marked the white, because now this is a fairly simple blitz from the Wolf into the thrower, which generates a 2+ pickup on prompt on the Ghoul. And of course, because Scavenging Hyena got stunned from the floor, because apparently we don't even need Claw or Mighty Blow to hurt Orcs down. Thrower standing strong for now. He's probably going to go meet the fans really soon.
Can
Sign
Arch
some
and Force
autographs.
Rider
And a
Sun-
double 1!
oh, what?
Hey, there would be a chance, except the floor stunned the RG4.
I mean, the thrower can still do it. He just needs to roll a bunch of 6s.
I think that's a 5, a 5, a 4, a 4, and then a 3.
6-5, I think, right?
No, that's... yeah, sorry, 6-5.
6-5, 4-4, 3.
I think it'd be lower odds if you just blitz the white to try and... uphill the white is probably better odds
that
than that 6+.
doesn't help.
And he agrees, actually.
Hey, we can still dodge.
He has a 3. It's a 3% chance with a reroll. Come on now. Oh.
No.
Oh.
You rolled a 5, and the floor stuns him with a rock.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Gerber.
Well, unless Fiction rolls another Snake Eyes, the ball is solidly in his hands, and that Scavenging Hyena is not going to get another look in.
Even then, the ball is still pretty damn secure.
Getting those knockdowns. This is... rouse the procedural at this point.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that the Scavenging Hyena got stunned on the floor that just feels horrific.
Yeah. Oh, there's the ball.
And he is going to roll the pickup because, you know...
Hashtag roll 6s.
Well, no, but to be fair, all he needed was a 2. I don't think you can get angry that he rolled a 6 at a pickup when he needed a 2.
I mean, you can certainly get angry at it.
It's just not, you know.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
not,
get angry at anything. This is Blood Bowl.
I can get angry at anything.
You're
I'm
not
American.
angry at most things. Exactly.
I don't like that. It wasn't a stand firm play. I was going to say if that was a stand firm, but it wasn't, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's no real route on this ball now, is there? I mean, he could try and get Gundy in and do magic, but...
There is a loner half dice on the ball. Okay, not anymore.
Yeah. I really can't wait to look at the number of block dice after this game.
Black Orc dodge into a 1 dice?
No. No, it's awful. Everything's awful. It's like that Everything is Awesome song from the Lego movie, except everything is awful.
I mean, a 4+2+2+ for a 1 dice isn't great, but it's
Not when
totally awful.
not when you need a POW at the same time. Okay, he's on. It's a 2 dice now. That's a different story. That's a 4+, 2+. No, he failed the 4+, and he doesn't have a reroll. Yeah, this unless Fiction rolls pretty much a quad skull or any kind of set of ones. This is as done as it can get, really. That's a push. That's a push. Neither of those are
pushes are
skulls.
good enough.
Yeah, they were good enough. Now, am I right in saying Fiction plays the winner of Steve versus Mirascadu?
I can look it up.
Or does he play the winner of Hippie versus...
The analytics site is loading right now.
Oh, apparently he plays Hippie versus Larkstar. So there could be some mean chaffs in his future. So that's a lot more claw.
I don't like chorfs.
There's a lot more claw, or it's some lizards. So it's probably the claw. I mean,
Crazy talk.
You're saying that, but it's Larkstar's lizards.
I know, but it's still claw versus lizards. As much as I like Larkstar, and as much as I'd love... Oh my god.
Barva!
You were the chosen one!
You were supposed to save the Casbox, not join it.
Yeah, and another armor break.
And once again, we've not got a whole lot of orcs on their feet.
No.
No.
Do we have anyone in range of the ball?
Yeah, Diamond.
Dire
You
with
know,
a
one dice blitz
simple-
with Gonzalez.
Yeah, a simple 4+5+ uphill dice.
I mean, to be
block.
fair, he can use Officer Gonzalez to make it a 1 dice against instant or regret, and then just follow up and mark prompt pain, and just pray you get 1s.
Yeah.
Probably the best line of play.
I really don't see a much better line of play
Yeah.
at this point.
I liked it this way around to take the blitz with Officer Gonzalez.
Into the guard. Yeah, I mean, you can get tackling the ball, right?
And
Yes,
the
it's
ball is
strong.
still not in scoring range, so that's something.
Yeah, and it is kind of exposed and unable to be assisted, especially if this does break armor. It doesn't.
Nope. It does not.
I mean, why would armor value 8 break against the Mighty Blow player? That's just unreasonable.
What was I thinking?
Yes, the richest T. One probably is fiction.
I don't think Larkstar's not tipping Larkstar, if that makes you feel better. I'm pretty certain he's not. If I'm honest, I'm pretty sure Larkstar has never tipped Larkstar in Larkstar's life.
I'm feeling pretty confident in saying that we will have a member of Clan Rudder in the semifinals.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I'm going to lean myself outside the window here a bit, and
You're really putting yourself out there.
yes, I know. It's
Who do you blitz? Where's the blitz coming from? It's coming from the wolf, I know this. Surely. No, it's not. Maybe it's coming from white, apparently.
yeah, the white is one.
I don't know. Surely Claw's better here than Mighty Blow, right?
Crunch! Hey!
I mean, Mighty Blow has the higher chance of injuring the orc.
Now, you could... No, it's still an uphill.
Right, no. He can. 3+ dodge with Diamol. Oh no, you can just fail the 3+, the 4+. And he gets stunned from the floor again.
Oh.
The armor breaks in this game are insane.
Honestly,
Orcs-
I would have taken the 1 die and then the 3+ dodge.
Not
for
only
the-
did Orcs not work, they did not avenge good old Wolf Rider. Fiction will progress to the semi-finals. And I think he's going to be pretty happy with himself.
I'm just waiting for Crusader to finally show up.
I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
I think that
I mean,
ship has sailed.
It would be
out-
fitting if he now appears in turn 16 and goes like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Just like a hidden inducement. Flies out, like, comes down into the stadium on a parachute. It would be more appropriate if he just, like, Owen Harted into the stadium, but that's neither here nor there.
Wow. I'm just leaving that at wow. Yeah, Fiction has solidly progressed. On the back of very good play and very good dice.
Yeah, he certainly used the good dice very well, and it is a deserved win. But
No,
it has-
I didn't for
Yeah,
a second suggest it wasn't deserved. Like I say, he
and
played very,
I didn't
very
suggest that you suggest that.
It felt
Just
like
like
he
to
did.
add that it really has to feel a little bit bad for Gerber.
Oh god, yeah, if you Gerber, it feels awful. That was
Just looking at the discrepancies of number of dice rolled.
Huffer grabbing up the MVP to level is quite nice. 16 armor breaks to 6.
22, 30.
16 armor
42.
breaks. That resulted in 2 KOs, 5 injuries, and 2 KOs and 1 injury from 6. That's not bad.
I mean, to be fair, if you look at the block numbers, it is 64 blocks against 28. But I think the early armor breaks and removals
Oh, yeah,
really
it was like-
broke
it
Gerber's
was-
back.
It was stuff like there's just the solid amount of blocks that he got in, and like removing 2 players immediately was massive. Like he had 2 players off on turn 1.
Yep.
You know, that just instantly turns the game on its head.
Yeah, at the moment Gerber tries to get something back, he gets sent off on the foul, and
Yeah,
it
even the
has
ref.
been a rough game for
Yeah,
Gerber.
it was very. I think he played very well to try and get something out of it, but if I'm honest, like
If you look at the discrepancies in dice, there's just so many.
yeah, it was 64 blocks thrown to 28, and again that's the point of
Gloom rolled an average of what looks like 15 or 16 d6 per. So that's like 70 dice rolls total.
I know obviously a lot of the blocks thrown do come down to say stand firm
And Frenzy.
Yeah, Frenzy and Stand Firm working to generate a lot more hits, because whenever you stand firm, you get punched again, and that's going to do it for you. And when you get Frenzies with Strength 4, you're probably going to roll 4 dice, then dice, then dice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's REL. REL managed to stop the all G-Man semi-final, so I'm sure they're probably going to be quite pleased with that. And Larkstar tomorrow is going to have a chance to do it again. He plays at the same time as this game started, although before that, at an earlier time of, I will just check for you right now as I open up the calendar.
The TARDIS game is at
12:30 my time, so it's 11:30 UTC.
exactly.
And of course I'll replay the hype videos. We always do. We always do. So GG to both coaches. Extra GG to Fiction because he won. Thank you very much, Hindus, for the support. It was good to have
Yeah, it was a pleasure. I mean, somebody has to show up and help you out.
you. And Mr. RK. I'm sorry, Mr. Shootenham. Even.
Hello.
Thanks for popping in. It was very surprising to have you. But
Absolutely.
it's always
Always
a
fun.
pleasure, my good friend.
Yes. Great game.
And yeah, congratulations to Fiction, commiserations to RK. Like, yeah, I think the number of blocks basically says it all. There is not another match tonight. There is 11:30, so you're looking at 13 hours for the next game. We will, of course, go with the Maybe Orc will work first because they were the losing coach. Then we'll go directly into Fiction's hype video for Gloom and Zoom, and then we will say goodnight. So if you haven't already signed up for REBBL, please do. It's clearly an awesome league, and I'm not biased in the slightest, but we quite like it.
Woohoo!
I mean, even Metals managed to finally sign up for it.
Hey,
so
hey, Hindus, go find the sign up thing and shut up. Stay classy, folks.
Bye, everybody.
Job's done. He's thrown the he's made the pass! He's made the catch! He's done it!
Whoa! Suddenly that KO into a stun doesn't look so hot. Oh! 3 casualties this turn. Oof. Big swing. Oh well, that's gonna do it. So Gloom and Zoom continues on. Congratulations, Fiction.
Thanks for watching, guys. Good night, stay classy, and sign up to REBBL. You know it makes sense.